This right here is the Wusthof Ikon 8-inch Wunder Knife. It's sort of their own custom designed, custom made knife. It's a weird little mix between a slicer and a hollow ground santoku, which I think makes it actually a very, very cool knife. It's very, very light because of this major amount of material they moved out here. The granite edge makes things not stick, so if you've ever been using your knife, and you realize that all of a sudden things aren't falling off, that's what this helps stop because of the actual air bubbles that it creates. It stops vacuums from forming, and it's very, very light of a knife. It has a slight belly, so you can mince and dice things very easily. And all around, it's actually a very nice knife. I think it's a phenomenal prep knife, and it's just a phenomenal sort of all-around workhorse of a knife if you're into that type of thing. Let's discuss the Ikon and exactly what it is. The Ikon is their flagship knife line at the moment. It's the highest end one they make at the moment, and it is essentially 90% the normal classic line, just with a lot of ergonomic and design changes to make it stand out and make it easier to use. Off the bat, this knife is hand forged in Germany, and the cool thing about that is that the way they forged it is at the last step they use essentially PE Tech is the name of it, but it's just laser and computer controlled sharpening, and it gets a very, very fine, very, very perfect edge on the knife. It's 14 degrees, which if you guys know much about globals, which are pretty well known for being one of the sharpest knives out there, those are 15 degrees, and Shuns, which are also very well known consumer knives in terms of being sharp, are 16 degrees. So this is 1 to 2 degrees thinner on both sides than those knives, so it's blisteringly sharp. Normally the problem at that point would be actually keeping that edge, but they use a 58 hardness metal, which is relatively hard as well, so it keeps the edge very, very well. It doesn't need to be honed constantly and sharpened constantly, like for example Victorinox knives and other low-end knives. The knives are forged, like I said, and they do have a full tang, which is great. And one thing that I like in terms of design is they also have this gorgeous sort of backstop to the handle that wraps around the rest of the handle. The handles come in 3 colors, or 3 types: black, like you see here, a cream color, which is equally as gorgeous, and then black wood, which is actually an extremely dark brown wood that looks almost black. It's from Africa. It's very tightly controlled, and it's very expensive, and they use it pretty much on their top of the line knife for the Ikon, and it does carry a premium because of the wood, but it is gorgeous and it definitely stands out in the kitchen. The handles are made to be ergonomic. They've put a bunch of money and time into it to do that. If you use a pinch grip, this fits into the palm of your hand very well. If you actually hold it like this, it fits into your hand really well. If you hold it like this, it fits into your hand really well. No matter any way that you hold it, it seems to just morph into your hand and make it that much more of a pleasure to work with. They all come with lifetime warranties, like all high-end knives. And if you like German-style knives, I think these are phenomenal. They're pretty much the best choice you can make. I'll put a link down to them below. If you guys have any questions or comments or concerns, let me know. Otherwise, I will talk to you very soon.